What's up, everybody? My name is Parasite. Welcome back to the Jose Mourinho Challenge with Barcelona. Today we've got Real Madrid in the Copa del Rey semi-final second leg, and Manchester City in the Champions League first knockout round, also in the second leg. Last episode we had a great win over Real Madrid, 3-0. Since then, we did play Manchester City in the first leg in the Champions League, and, well, it didn't go quite as well. But before that Man City match, we did play Atletico Madrid in the Liga away from home, and we did just get a 1-1 draw. Again, we didn't win away from home, but at least this time it was a really good team. Atletico Madrid are, I believe, third in the league. They're very talented, and it was extremely even, like scarily even. We had the exact same XG. They had one more shot on target from the same amount of shots. They had one less shot on, or one less half chance than we did. It's just a weird match that I think 1-1 is probably the correct result. Then the Man City match. It was away from home, and they scored 5 goals. We scored 3. I mean, I thought we were actually pretty good. They definitely didn't deserve 5 goals because, well, we out-XG'd them, and we didn't even have that high of an XG. 1.61 XG for Manchester City, 7 shots on target, and they scored 5 goals. While we had 7 shots on target as well, 1.62 XG, again, very similar back-to-back, and we only scored 3. It was just one of those matches where for Man City, everything, and I mean everything, went in. For us going forward, I thought we were pretty good. We created some good chances, and we were able to put them away even without Lukaku because of his injury in last episode. But it was defensively, and just in the midfield and defense in general, that we were not good enough. We could not win the ball back. You know, the tactic we've got away from home against teams like this, we want to put on a lot of pressure on them. We want to press them. We want to be aggressive. Well, they got about half of it right. There was aggressive pressing. They did all that right. But once they started to press them, they didn't win the ball back. And that's obviously an issue. There's not really much point to pressing a team if you don't actually win the ball at some point. We did also have a lot of fouls, so we tried and we're just very unsuccessful. Just the tackling in general was awful. Like, I think there were 5 highlights from Man City in that entire game, and they were all goals. And all of them were pretty much exactly the same. They just passed it around us as we kind of just sat off and let them do whatever they wanted. And eventually, they found a man in a decent opportunity. No clear-cut chances, only 6 half chances, 5 goals. And they literally just took every single chance they were given. So that was extremely frustrating, but I don't think we played as poorly as the scoreline might look. After that, though, we did have 2 home games, our first 2 home games of that stretch, and of course, it's at home. Even though we're playing good teams in Villarreal and Sevilla, it was aggregate 7-0. They did absolutely nothing. We dominated them with ease. Villarreal did have a couple sending offs, but we were already up 2-0 before their first, and their second came very late in the game. So I don't think it was massively consequential. Maybe it would have been 2, maybe 3 at most without the sending offs, but we still dominated them. And then we dominated Sevilla. I mean, Larinaga with a goal, Araujo, Adley. Gabel's in the place of Lukaku did get a hat trick in this match against Villarreal after getting 2 against Man City. So he has stepped up in his absence, which is obviously really nice to have. But now we've got 2 second legs, and they are on both ends of the spectrum. First, we are away from home, taking on Real Madrid, where we already have a 3-0 advantage. So it is a away match. They definitely can come back. We know what we look like away from home, but a pretty solid advantage to lean on. But then it's the other side, because we are at home against Manchester City, but we're the ones with the deficit. Down 5-3, but if we're ever going to be down in a 2-legged tie, I'd want to be down after the away leg, because at home, it doesn't seem to matter who we play. We destroy everyone. So we still should be pretty confident. For this first game, obviously we are still playing the same tactic that we played against Manchester City that we conceded 5, but I have made a couple changes to it. Like I said, I don't think we were winning the ball enough, and I think part of that was because Yacine Adley was playing in the midfield. It's nice to have him as a creator going forward, but he literally provides absolutely nothing defensively. He might be the worst defensive player on the entire team. 5 tackling, 4 marking. He basically does nothing in defense, and so I feel like that was an issue. So I've decided to bring in Camara as a ball-winning midfielder to pair with Nico, both pretty solid defensively. And then in defense, Araujo is the best tackler in the entire team, one of the best in the world. He has 18 tackling, and yet he only made 1 tackle against Manchester City. He needs to be more involved defensively. And so I've made him a stopper, so he can get a little bit further forward, try to be aggressive, closing players down. And I've also told him to tackle harder to be a little bit more aggressive as well. We do still have a couple players missing for this one. Lukaku still not quite back from his injury. He will return to training tomorrow, so he'll be fit for Manchester City. Also, Leon still not quite back, returning in 3 days, so he'll also be available for Manchester City. But Sergio Ricardo, a new injury, probably won't. He picked up a hamstring strain, so he's out for a little over a week, so he's probably going to miss both matches today. But we do still have a fully competent squad for both of these matches. For this first one, obviously we have a lead, so I'm going to be resting a little bit more of our attacking players because, well, we need to be more defensive. So even though Gabels has scored a hat trick in a couple of games ago, scored a brace before that, been playing well, I'm going to give Alvarez the start next to Larinaga just to give Gabels a rest. We've played a lot of games recently, a lot of games, pretty much the entire season. Almost every 3 days, there's a new game, and it's been the case for a while. Just so much fixture congestion. It is really, I mean, especially with the injuries, it's really put a toll on this team. But fortunately, we should be able to do a little bit of a rotation with the 3-0 lead. The midfield's going to be Nico Williams, Kamara and Nico as that more defensive holding pairing. Trent at that right wing, right mid to pair up with Porro as a right back. Cucurella is more defensive than Vicente Ponzi, so he's going to start at left back. We are going to play with our starting center back pairing, though, Nianzou and Araujo in his new stopper role. See how that works. And then Simon in net, who hasn't quite lived up to my expectations so far. Obviously, he conceded 5 against Manchester City, and part of it was his fault. There were a couple saves he probably should have made. But even in La Liga, he's still not been good enough. But he has been in goal for a couple of our poor away-from-home performances. Now we've kind of fixed that. Will he look better? I hope so. Only a 72% save percentage, which is better than Diego Kiai, but not as much as I'd like. I'd be happier with high 70s, maybe 76, 77, and I'd feel pretty good about that. For a team like Barcelona, I feel like that's what we should be getting, especially with the defense in front of him. But if you compare it to Kiai in La Liga, his was 68. So a little bit worse, but still, again, I'd like to be a little bit better gap there because I think he's a much better goalkeeper than Diego Kiai. So it's El Clasico at the Santiago Bernabeu. We've got to hold on to a 3-0 advantage. And in the last away match we played, we conceded 5. No, I'm not nervous at all. Well, not an exciting start. We're 40 minutes in, and this is literally the first highlight of the match. And neither team has a shot on target so far. And that one wasn't that impressive either. I guess we did just get a shot on target, but still, a pretty boring first half. But with the 3-0 advantage, I'll take it. Here's our first highlight of the second half, and it's actually immediately. We've got a free kick that they're going to clear away, but we're going to pick this up still. Nico on the ball. They're going to find Pedro Porro. This is the first time we've seen us touch the ball so far today, and it's the 48th minute. Cucurella now is going to pick this up. He's going to hold on to it, look for if he can find somebody. He's going to find Nianzou. He is the passer of our 2 center backs. He finds Alexander-Arnold with a good switch ball. Goes back to Porro. Looks for an early ball in. Looking for Nico Williams, who's never going to win that. But it does fall to Cucurella, who's going to find Kamara. Can he find Cucurella? He does. The only problem with this midfield is it's not quite as creative. Obviously, Nico plays in a deeper role and he doesn't do a lot getting forward. And then Kamara is basically just a defender. But with the lead, that should be fine. If we don't have a lead, then we'll have to, have to make a few alterations. Maybe putting Nico on support to get him a little bit further forward and create a little bit higher up the pitch. Throw in now for Real Madrid, 53 minutes in. Again, no real great highlights so far. Neither team has looked like scoring. But Real Madrid are on the ball, except an interception by Pedro Porro. Larinaga is going for Alvarez, who's not going to get there. Soleil brings us down, and then a former man at Sporting, Bartol Franjic, starting at center back for Real Madrid. That seems kind of crazy. He's going to find Soleil. I mean, he was a backup center back for us at Sporting, and he's the starting center back in El Clasico in the Copa del Rey semifinal for Real Madrid. Bonkers. But once again, we are going to win the ball, and now Sergio Araujo is going to see if he can find a way to dribble forward, find a man. It's Larinaga dropping deep. Porro, is this highlight going to... This has to be a goal, right? For how long this highlight's been, it's got to be a goal, and it is. And I said he was never going to win a header. I mean, if no one else jumps for it, he can do it. Nico Williams with a headed goal. 53 minutes in. We've seen nothing so far. A good ball into the box. I think it was Pedro Porro who did eventually put it in. Beats his man down the flank. Early ball. Alvarez can't quite get there. Soleil misses it. It doesn't even get challenged at the back post with Arroyo, and he heads it into the back of the net. We've got a 4-0 advantage now. This has been a much better showing for us compared to that Man City match. We are actually defending very well so far today. Is it the changes I've made, or are we just playing better? Not quite sure. Alvarez is going to get this, though, after we look to clear. Nico Williams down this left flank. He's already got a goal. Can he get an assist? He's going to go back to Cucurella. He's going to find Larinaga. Alvarez, through ball. Trent. Don't see Trent in these occasions very often, and that is probably why. That was a pretty awful effort. 82nd minute now. If Real Madrid have any chance, this has to go in the back of the net, and it hasn't quite yet. But Conceição is going to pick it up. He's going to find Alex Barber, former Chelsea man. He never played for us. Basically, as soon as I got there, the transfer was actually in progress already. They'd already agreed a deal, and I just pushed it through. And he's just scored against us in the semifinal. But we still have a 3-goal advantage. We're in the 82nd minute. Surely it's not enough. We should still be fine, right? We are fine. 3 minutes of added time, and we'll be advancing to the Copa del Rey final in our first season as Barcelona manager, beating Real Madrid to get there. And it feels pretty good. There is 1 minute left, and Real Madrid are going to have another chance, but it's a good save from Unai Simon. That was a good shot, and it was a very quality save, something we need to see more often from him. They are going to see this corner, but there is barely no time left. Even if they score here, it's over. Conceição is going to put the ball in eventually towards the near post, but Larranaga heads it away. Not Ponzi. I mean, a weird spot for Ponzi to be in. I think that's usually Nico Williams, which is why he's in that position. He's currently playing left mid, and he's definitely not the same kind of player as Nico Williams. So he gets taken down. Does give us a set piece, but the time is basically up. I think the ref can just blow this over now. Julian Alvarez is going to put this in, but it's going to be a 1-1 draw on the day, which is still a little disappointing. We couldn't get the win away from home, but we were tremendous still. Away from home, Real Madrid needing to score, and we were dominant defensively for the vast majority of the game. They had one shot on target for a long while. They got the second with their one goal of the game, and then did a little bit after that, got a couple more shots on target, but they never really looked like scoring, definitely not scoring 3. Well, we've made it to the Copa del Rey final, but it's going to be a little bit till we find out who we're taking on. Valencia are taking on Atletico Madrid in the other side of the bracket, and the first leg was 2-2. The second leg isn't until the 16th. I mean, they have some second knockout round legs in the Europa League, which I guess is why it got pushed back. But yeah, I mean, they're playing a lot of games in a row. I mean, that feels pretty similar to what we're going through, but maybe even ticked up a notch. But yeah, we're not going to find out who we're going to play just yet. It's going to be Valencia or Atletico Madrid. I'd probably rather play Valencia. I don't think they're quite as good, and we've played Atletico Madrid plenty so far. So we'll have to leave the reveal of our finals opponent till next episode. But today we've got another game. We got Sociedad in between, away from home in the Liga. Another really tough match. I mean, this stretch has been absolutely ridiculous. The fact we've won so many games in this stretch is pretty impressive, actually. I mean, Valencia, Villarreal, Celta Vigo, who are pretty high in the table, I believe. Okay, a complete opposite. They are 17th. They are god-awful. But they're the only bad team we've played. Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, Man City, Villarreal, Sevilla, Real Madrid again, Sociedad, and then Man City again. That is insanely difficult. Sociedad sit in 5th place in the Liga, so I'll take them on off camera, and I'll see you again for the second leg against Manchester City, where we look to overturn a 5-3 deficit. Hey, we got another win away from home. It was only 1-0, but Sociedad are a good team. But the one goal also was an own goal. But we were the much better team. We were very good defensively, and we created a lot going forward. We just had to have our backup strike partnership in there because everyone was tired, and they couldn't really finish off the chances. But it's still promising. We played really well, and it's just nice to see that little green dot next to that A. All right, now it's Man City, though. Very, very tough match, but fortunately we are at home. We've got a 2-goal deficit to overturn. So we are going to be playing our more attacking home tactic. We are at home, and we know this can score goals for fun. We do have some of our starters back in. Luke Carna is back fit, right in the starting lineup. We do have one new injury, and it's just awful timing. Nico Williams, literally the day before the game, is out for 2 to 4 weeks with a twisted ankle. And for a game we need as many attacking players as we can get, that is obviously the last thing I want to see. But Zaniolo is going to come in and play on the left-hand side. He is left-footed. He is decently attacking as well. Maybe not has the pace of Nico Williams, but has a lot better technical skill. Larranaga's going to start next to Carna, though. Zaniolo on that left mid. Trent on the right mid. Boothby and Adley in the midfield. I want to start Oscar, but he played in the last match. He's not fully fit. And, I mean, if he starts and plays really well, I won't want to take him out, and he might end up being dead on his feet. So I'm going to go with Boothby to start. And if by halftime we haven't at least equaled it up, then Oscar will come in. Nico got rested for the last match, so he's going to start in this holding role. Back line of Ponzi, Araujo, and Nianzou, both all rested from the last match, and then Simon obviously stay in net. This is going to be an interesting one. In the first leg at the Etihad, I thought we actually played pretty well, and Man City were pretty lucky. We probably deserved a draw from that match. So I have to have a little bit of confidence. We are at home. We've dominated everyone we've played at home so far this season. It's going to have to continue. We got to highlight right off the bat. We are a minute in, and Man City have a dangerous free kick. And Youssouf Moukoko is going to be stepping over it with his left foot, looking for that corner. And wow, he hits it off the post. That was extremely close. They nearly take the lead a minute in. Would have been a fantastic free kick. They do have a corner here, though. Foden's going to whip this one into the box, and Unai Simon is going to do well to collect. And that's probably going to be the end of the highlight. Very scary start. Now we've 11 and a half minutes in. We've got another one. This time, Man City looking to build out from the back. They're going to go long, and it's a mistake. Who was that? Was that Nianzou with an awful mistake? We saw this a lot at Chelsea. Almost every single time we conceded because of some stupid mistake by a world-class center back. Now it's Nianzou, and now Moukoko is in a great position with a man next to him as well. That's Ansu Fati, former Barcelona player. And, I mean, this is very dangerous. If we can't get in front of him, if Araujo can't recover here, this could be a tap-in. Moukoko, is he going to do it himself? He is. We get a little lucky there. He's a little bit greedy. I think Araujo did recover pretty well, but that was not a great highlight. So far, 2 highlights, both of them from Man City, but is this actually going to be a highlight for us? Luca Carna, we have a chance of our own. What an end-to-end match so far to start this game. 12 minutes in. We've now got a corner, and Zaniolo is going to whip it in for us. Looking for the back post. Araujo's there, but he can't win. It's going to go out for a throw-in, and probably the end of the highlight, if I know this game, which I do. But we've got another one immediately. It's another corner. Trent this time. Araujo! How I thought that was in. How did that not go in? The first match, we just needed to not concede, and it was a pretty boring game, and I was okay with it. This one, we need to score, and it's so far been pretty exciting, but we still need to get that goal. We have created the much better of the chances so far. 8 shots, 4 on target, 0.74 XG, but it's Man City with the ball right now. Ruben Diaz is going to have this in his own half. He's going to look to dribble forward. He's not going to get closed down. He's going to find Pedri, another former Barcelona man, looking for Moukoko. Another great chance for Youssoufa Moukoko, but another one spurned. This is a good save from Unai Simon. And now can we? Okay, we're not going to create anything because that's how the highlight ends. Another corner, 27 minutes. Trent putting it in near post. Araujo. This one's going to nestle into the back of the net. A very good header from Araujo when we desperately needed it. And it was Trent with the great ball in as well. We got one back. We still need to get another and another. And I'd like a couple more extra goals as well. 36 minutes now. We've got a goal kick from the back. Now can we create something from our own goalkeeper? So far, the highlights we've seen from us has been, pretty hectic, pretty back and forth, where we win the ball in midfield and go on an attack. Now, can we slowly create an attack here against Manchester City? Ponzi's going to look for a ball to Trent, who is going to bring it down. Whoever that is, it's Bergman Johannesson, is another former Sporting player. Probably should have done better there, trying to win the ball back from Trent, but he's got it. It's going to go back to Adley. Inside to Boothby. Can he do something here? If not, he might be coming out at halftime for Oscar. Great ball through to Zaniolo. Can he put it across? He can. And he finds Luca Carna. What a start this has been for Barcelona. There's been a lot of highlights in this first half, and almost all of them have been for us, other than that free kick. We have looked very good today. Now we've already equaled it up. It's only 36 minutes in. Zaniolo, great ball across. Luca Carna, very deft finish. It is on. And just like that, it's 5-5. And we're going to go into the second half with all the momentum. Once again, we have absolutely dominated at home. Doesn't matter who we're playing. We dominate everybody. Man City put 5 passes at the Etihad. Well, we're not at the Etihad anymore. This is the Camp Nou, and we kind of like it here. The first half was wild. So far, the second half hasn't quite matched up to that, but we have a set piece here, a corner, and it's nearly another goal. Another one for Araujo. This time, Zaniolo with the ball in, but we can't quite put it across. Looks like he hit the crossbar, but the attack is still on. Zaniolo's going to pick this up now. He's going to go out wide to Vicente Ponzi. Down on the left-hand side, and, well, that's a weird place for the highlight to end. Looks like Man City have shut up shop in this second half. See if they can get its extra time and penalties, but there's still time left. 9 minutes left, and it's Man City to start with the ball, but they're just going to give it away. Ponzi does well to intercept. Now Unai Simon, can he find somebody? Looking for Luca Carna, and it's Harwood Bells who wins it, but Nico's going to win it back, and they're going to eventually head it down to Youssoufa Moukoko. He has been the only real player for Manchester City we've seen do anything. But, ooh, great interception again by Araujo. Our center backs are having a good day. And that includes Vicente Ponzi. But another ball at the top isn't going to find its target. But once again, it falls right back to Yassine Adley this time. Luca Carna is not going to get to that. Really kind of a weird highlight so far, but is it going to continue? Both teams looking a little sloppy. Long ball. Nyanza's going to win this. Trent's going to pick this up. Do have a couple new substitutions on. Luca Carna is not one of them. He has a chance. I think he was offside, though. It wouldn't have counted. But it was still a good save from Osorio. 85th minute now. We've got another highlight. Once again, looking to build from the back. Nyanzu looking to drive forward down this right-hand side as a wide center back. He's going to find Gabels, newly on the pitch for Larinaga. He's going to look to dribble forward. He's been a good goal scorer for us. We kind of need that to continue. But it's Carna this time, and it's the assister this time for William Gabels. And I don't think they're even looking at that. I think that is good. I think we have a lead. From 5-3 down to 6-5 up. We still got some time left. We need to hold on to this lead. But as things stand, we are advancing. All right, 5 minutes and added time to hold on. I've made a defensive substitution to be more defensive. Cucurella's come on. They've moved back to wing backs. And we've got a highlight. There's about 2 minutes left in the game. And Man City have a throw-in. And it is Daniel Weigl to throw it in. The former Sporting man to Pedri. We do win it, though. Gabels. We can score one here. It's game over. He's looking to dribble forward. I thought when he came on, there'd be a goal from Gabels to win this. But no, it could be an assist. And that's a really weak attempt by Adley. But this is our highlight. That's what's most important. But there's going to be another immediately. I'm okay with no more highlights, game. Adley looking for Karna. Not going to win it. My mommy's going to bring it down. But Cucurella, really, just a really bad pass. Cucurella's going to go inside to Oscar. He's going to go back to Cucurella, but Weigl. Cucurella's going to challenge for it. He's going to get it. Karna. Oh, they're just sliding in for fun right now. They're being very aggressive because they have to. They need a goal. Mamani, good sliding tackle. This time it was Oscar, not really known for his defending. Cucurella can't make any mistakes here. Ponzi, Cucurella. Just see this game out. I'm all for time wasting. Looking for Luna Karna. I don't like that pass. I don't like that decision. But once again, so good defensively, intercepting everything. Trent, come on, 30 seconds left. Cabells. What is this? What are these passes? Like, standard passing. Maybe I should go shorter. I'm going to go shorter. Slightly higher tempo still because I want to get the ball up. I don't want to waste time on the ball. Well, I kind of want to waste time, but I don't want to dawdle on the ball and get taken off of it. And, you know, when I was center backs especially. So I'm still going to play a higher tempo, but I'm telling them to be more disciplined. I'm hoping that would make them not try as many risky passes. I've also gone to cautious, hoping for the same thing. But we're giving the ball away when we just don't need to be. Man City have it one more time. Howard Bellis. Out to Ansu Fati. Come on, we need some more defending here. Mukoko on the ball. Close him down. Nico there. He can tackle, but the ball is in. Very poor ball. And that should be it. Unai Simon, just lay on this thing. Just end this game. That should be it. Surely they can't get another highlight. What a comeback. And what a dominance win. Down 5-3. Looked like it could have been over. But they came back to our place. And this is what we do in Barcelona.
It was a difficult tie, but you managed to emerge victorious on aggregate. How do you feel?
I feel great. And I got to give so much praise to my players. They are why this happened. Things didn't go according to plan in Manchester. I think we all can agree on that. But we know what we can do. And especially what we can do in front of these amazing fans. And I think we showed the world that today. That was something special.
What did you make of Aritz Larrinaga's bad day in front of goal?
There are probably a few chances he would have liked to have back. But Larrinaga has a complete game. It's not just goals for him. He can create off the ball. He can press from the front. He can do a lot of different things to help this team win. He was a big part of our win today. This team continues to amaze and frustrate me with how dominant we can look at home, even against some of the best teams in the world like Man City. And yet, we make them look like a second division side. That was David versus Goliath, except David was Manchester City. What an impressive showing. It just highlights the disconnect. Us at home versus us away from home. Away from home, we look like completely different players. Apparently, the answer for this team is for every single match we play to be a two-legged affair. You know, 2 legs in every single league game to determine who gets the 3 points. 2 legs in every round of the Cup. 2 legs in every round of the Champions League. If that was the case, I don't think we'd ever lose on aggregate. I don't know why it's like this, but there are a couple matches tomorrow in the Champions League first knockout round. And then the rest of them are the 15th and the 16th. It is currently the 8th. Why is there such a big gap for some of these teams? Why are they getting more of a break than we are? I don't like it. So far, the teams that have gone through, obviously us, and looks like Chelsea did get through over Lille, even with a 3-3 at home. Other than that, looks like the rest are still yet to be played. So Feyenoord actually have an advantage over Milan. Leipzig have an advantage over Real Madrid. And then eventually we'll get to Sporting versus Inter, where they have a 2-0 lead. Liverpool versus Rangers, where they have a 2-0 lead. And then Bayern and Red Star tied 0-0. PSG and Arsenal, 1-0 advantage to PSG. So just like in the Copa del Rey, it's not going to be until next episode until we find out who we have in the Champions League. And looking at the fixture list, it looks like those are going to be the 2 competitions we're going to have in the next episode as well. We've got the Champions League quarterfinal second leg on the 12th against whoever we get. And then either Atletico Madrid or Valencia in the Copa del Rey final on the 16th. Obviously, this is a competition we need to win. So I'd like to win it this year because we're in a pretty good spot in the league. We can win the league and we can win the Copa del Rey. We'll have already completed everything we need to here at Barcelona. And I'll see you for those 2 next episode. But on the way, we've got 2 away matches coming up against pretty poor teams. Away against Cadiz, who are 15th, and Alaves, who are 19th. So if we've really fixed our away issues, those should be 2 comfortable wins. If you made it this far, why don't you like the video, subscribe, and click the bell. The links to all my socials and my Twitch are in the description. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time.